Check in with Adam Claiborne. Adam, it is chilly outside right now.
Yeah, that's going to make it for a rough go because temperatures really close to the freezing point here around Seattle. Points northward, even colder than that. South of there, we're going to have a battle zone where we could see back and forth between rain and snow as a warmer nudge of air starts to try to work its way up Puget Sound later tonight and into the day tomorrow. But all of that said, first alert weather event that is in effect right now for some of the icy conditions, but additional snows to come later tonight and into Tuesday, where we could see more of that lowland accumulation, and then also too a hazardous driving that we're going to expect here tonight, and especially if you're trying to go across the passes later tonight or into the day tomorrow, just not going to be a good idea, and definitely going to make you have to take so much extra time to do so because of the conditions we're expecting. Now, Plainfield, you can see the skies are cloudy. We're dealing with snow that is on the ground. Now, it's not quite as much as what we had earlier into the month, but temperatures are quite a bit colder too right now in comparison to at that point. So it's going to be there here, or at least for a few days, and we're going to put more on top of that here again tonight. One spot where we probably won't see much of any snow at all right here, South Coast, Westport. Skies cloudy, a lot of rain on the way tonight and into the day tomorrow. Then we have more of these flurries that are flying for the time being in Bellingham and across Whatcom County. Heavier stuff coming in later tonight, but you can see the snow that we had last night. Not a whole lot of it piling up there on the grassy surfaces. Into the mountains here, Paradise, we're going to see a 1 to 2 foot range of snow coming ahead as we go over the next 24 to 36 hours. Also going to see some snow across the eastern side of the state as well. Sun Mountain Lodge, Winthrop. Biggest story right here is going to be not only just temperatures as they're closer to that 0-degree mark, but wind chills. They can drop between 20 to maybe 30 degrees below zero here as we go over the next couple of days and heading into the latter part of the week. Now, currently we're sitting at 33, so we just notched our way above that freezing point here at Seattle. We got a north wind coming in at 3 miles per hour, so thankfully not too breezy to create any sort of poor or really extreme wind chills on this side of the state. But you can see the farther north you go, air temperatures at 16. That's where you're going to have the biggest difference. Over in Winthrop right now, sitting at 4. 30 in Burlington, right now sitting at 36 in Olympia. Let's factor in the wind because that does drop some of the numbers down closer to 0 in Bellingham at 1 degree just above. We're at 36 currently in Puyallup, at 32 in Olympia, and then you go east of the mountains, not much wind, so 4 above for that wind chill. 32 right now in Shelton. Here's the satellite and radar picture. We have the clouds that are firmly in place. The radar not really showing much in terms of though rain or snow here across the region. Just those small pockets right here across parts of King and Snohomish County, and then we have one band right up here just moving off the southeast coast of Vancouver Island over more of the San Juan Islands and heading up into the lowlands of Whatcom County. Otherwise, there is the main source of moisture that's going to be coming in later tonight with that system that's heading eastward here across parts of the Pacific Northwest, which will lead to that accumulating snowfall. Winter storm watch is out because of that, starting at 7 p.m. tonight, lasting until 7 p.m. heading into Tuesday. Lowlands 2 to 7 inches. The mountains is where we could see that 1 to 2 foot range here as we go over that next 24-hour time frame. So for this evening, heading home, you can see 5 to 6 o'clock. Not a whole lot really filling in here across parts of Puget Sound. It's not going to be until 10 to 11 before we see that. And then that nudge of warmer air. You can start to see that moving northward here. Thurston, parts of Pierce County, even getting really close to Seattle. We could see that mixing, maybe even switch over to rain before coming right back over to snow as the colder air starts to win out again. And you can see the moisture really remaining across parts farther south again for a little while longer. That's why we're going to see the highest amounts right here across more of the central Cascades. Then we'll see a few more flurries as we go later on into the week. And temperatures, you can see that being reflected as well, starting to nudge up a little bit as we go deep into the night. By about 3 o'clock, we start to see these numbers below freezing, back up above freezing for early tomorrow morning, making it maybe a little easier of a commute by that point before we start to cool back down right behind that. And check out the amounts. We said 2 to 7 inches. I think we'll be closer to 2 to 4 here across parts of Puget Sound, right across more of Seattle area, but really a particular band that could set over one spot over and over, which could put up to about 7 inches, is where we are going to see some of those amounts a little higher, especially up into the foothills. 7-day forecast, pretty chilly as we head into the day tomorrow. 30 for a high as we start off winter on Thursday, just less snow around by that day, and then we warm up for rain heading into the holiday weekend this Saturday and Sunday.